Good morning, good evening, good night. EagleMMA family. This is the problem with Belal Muhammed versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Right, so if you don't know, UFC 310 just recently got announced this Saturday. The main event being Belal Muhammed versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. The co-main, Alexandre Pantoja versus rising flyweight champion Asakura. It's going to be his UFC debut as a title shot. A couple other fights on the card. Brian Battle versus Randy Brown. Nick Diaz versus Vicente Luque. Great fights. Let's get into them. Right, so first I want to talk about Belal Muhammed versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. First of all, I want to say this is an amazing fight. We've all been waiting for this fight to happen. I wanted this fight to happen for so long, and I actually love that it's happening now, because now I believe Belal Muhammed has what it takes to beat Shavkat Rakhmonov. And you might be saying, Shavkat's gonna destroy him. Hey, it's not that simple, okay? Belal Muhammed proved he's on a different level with the Leon Edwards win, right? I already knew that he was good enough to beat Leon Edwards. I picked him to beat Leon Edwards. But the entirety of the fight, aside from the end of the 5th round where he was getting elbowed the fuck out of, I believe he's going to get it done. And I'm not stupid here. I'm a realist. This is like a 50-50 fight. I might switch my prediction to Shavkat when the fight's like actually happening. This is an insanely close fight if you actually think about it, right? Belal Muhammed has a very good jab. He puts on a very good pace. Shavkat Rakhmonov does not have very good head movement. He usually likes to stand and bang with the counters or just get out of the way. And someone who puts together long combinations chained together with takedowns at the end, such as Belal Muhammed, he can easily catch Shavkat Rakhmonov off guard by just throwing out a bunch of output and then shooting a blast double at the end of it while Shavkat's going for a counter, or he's leaning back trying to defend like an overhand or something. But like I said, I'm a realist, okay? I understand how close this fight is. It's basically like a 50-50. I'd probably lean like 55% Belal Muhammed now, 45% Shavkat. Shavkat's path to victory is clinch, 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 because Belal Muhammed does not have great clinch striking defense. He can defend takedowns in the clinch, but as we saw with Leon Edwards was landing knees. He was landing elbows. And Shavkat Rakhmonov's knees and elbows have a way better timing to them. They're much more dangerous. He knows how to use them much better to cause damage. And like I said, as we saw at the end of the 5th round, if Shavkat Rakhmonov can reverse or sweep Belal Muhammed and get on top, it is bad news for Belal Muhammed, because as Shavkat Rakhmonov does not have a great bottom game, it's hard for him to get up a lot of the times, even though we haven't seen him get taken down. But his top game is serious. If he can get on top of you in half guard, in full mount, maybe even get your back, the elbows he lands are dangerous. Right, so I am super hyped for this fight. And just an early little prediction, I'd probably say Belal Muhammed by decision. I would think he wins the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th rounds while losing the 1st, probably getting like nearly 10-8'd in the 5th. Pretty close to what we saw against Leon Edwards, but I'd say even closer. He might even get finished in the 5th round. Let's move on to the next fight, right? The co-main event. This is the people's main event. The people's main event. You know your boy Eagle, the flyweight hype star. I love flyweight, okay? What do you want me to say? Alexandre Pantoja versus Asakura. This is a fantastic fight because, listen, I don't even watch Ryzen. I haven't watched a single one of Asakura's fights, but I know he's a very entertaining striker. And Alexandre Pantoja has, I think, the 3rd most significant strikes landed in flyweight history. He has the 2nd most finishes in flyweight history. And people say, oh, the excitement era. Hey, this is also another topic I wanted to talk about, okay? Right, I saw this picture from, I think, Houdini MMA, right? The excitement era, and it was going kind of viral. Belal Muhammed, maybe you can say that, right? He's not the most entertaining champion. The rest of them I completely agree with. But then he puts Alexandre Pantoja. As if he didn't have an entertaining fight with Steve Arasek, as if he didn't put on the literal fight of the year against Brandon Moreno, as if he didn't have a pretty exciting fight with, okay, his fight with Brandon Royval and Steve Arasek, they weren't the greatest, but literally every single other fight he's had. Watch his fight with fucking Kai Kara France. Watch his fight with Davison Figueiredo. Like, Alexandre Pantoja always gets into dog fights. He always gets into dog fights. Right, Alexandre Pantoja's style is literally rhino rushing. He's a rhino rusher. He's a based rhino rusher. Shouts out King Green. He literally just runs forward with his head out and wings hooks. Okay? If he's not able to take Asakura down, it is going to be an all-out brawl. And obviously, if he does take him down, I think it's going to be a pretty easy submission win for him. But I'm super hyped for this fight. Flyweight division is at its peak right now. As we just saw, Brandon Royval put on a clinic. He dogged Tatsuro Taira, as his nickname suggests. Right, we have Kai Kara France. We have new up-and-coming prospects like Bruno Silva, Charles Johnson, Joshua Van. Flyweight's at its peak right now. But another fight that got rescheduled for UFC 310. The return of Nick Diaz finally against Vicente Luque. I think Vicente Luque is going to fraud check Nick Diaz. And the first time this fight was scheduled, I was actually picking Nick Diaz because I do not believe in Vicente Luque at all. He got absolutely battered. Hey, Vicente Luque versus Hood Jits is 0-20, okay? Got sparked by Joaquin Numanza, the Black Mamba Buckley. Right before that, got absolutely brutally beat down by Jeff Hands on the Wheel Neal. Right, Nick Diaz is hood like that. He's Mexican as fuck. He's from the streets. But I think the fight rescheduling, like another what? This was like 3 months or something, like a 3-month delay to this fight. I think that only hurts Nick Diaz's chances, and I do believe it was Nick Diaz who pulled out of the first fight because of like undisclosed like medical reasons, or like he was just trying to smoke up or something and Abu Dhabi wouldn't let him, which I understand, jit. But, I mean, everyone's really talked about this fight a shit ton already because it was massive news when it first came out. I'm just leaning a little bit more towards Vicente Luque. I don't think he's going to get a finish. I do believe it is a 3-round fight, so I think he's going to get a 3-round decision. It's going to be pretty boring. I think it's going to be pretty boring. Vicente Luque cannot fight like he used to. He has to play the range game, and he just sucks at it, so it's just going to be a very unentertaining fight. Right, but another fight that just recently got announced, I think today, Brian the Butcher Battle coming in and fighting Randy Brown. I do believe with this win, Brian the Butcher Battle will get a top 15 ranking spot, and I am hyped. I have been watching Brian Battle since Tough, right? I didn't watch anything about him on Tough until his final fight, and I've been watching him since then. I'm an OG Brian Battle enjoyer. I remember when he was Pooh Bear. I was a Brian Pooh Bear Battle enjoyer. Right, and Brian Battle has been looking amazing recently, and I think this is a great step up for him. It's not someone where it's unreasonable to think someone like Brian Battle would be able to beat them. Randy Brown has not been looking the greatest recently. I think his last win was against Muslim Salikov. He got like a check hook KO or something, but Muslim Salikov is literally a 40-year-old fat fucking uncle, okay? Muslim Salikov is my 40-year-old fat uncle. Right, and I do believe that Brian Battle mixes up the grappling with his flashy kicks and his his sturdy fucking boxing. I believe he can get it done. I am going to be picking Brian Battle in this fight, but it is very close, and I would not underestimate Randy Brown because he does play the range game very well. And we've seen with other fighters that Brian Battle is not the greatest with the range game, right? If he's able to get in on you and land his hooks and his flashy kicks, then he's able to do work. But if he's not able to really get in, which Randy Brown is very good at, he's very good at framing, he's very good at using his leg kicks and his front kicks to push you away and not let you get close, which is why he should mix in the grappling. Either way, great fight. I'm super hyped for it, super excited to see Brian Battle finally get ranked in the welterweight division. Right, but that's UFC 310. There was a couple other things I want to talk about, as this is Eager news. Corey Sandhagen recently made some comments about his next fight. Corey Sandhagen said he's willing to wait 9 months to fight Sean O'Malley because he wants to put on a fight that will excite the fans. Now, here's the problem with that. He's just going to do to Sean O'Malley what he's done in his last 5 fights. He's going to try and grapple grape Sean O'Malley. Now he sees an opportunity. He sees an opening. He saw Merab expose Sean O'Malley's grappling defense, and he says, oh, I could do that, and I have better striking than Merab, which he doesn't. But this is absolutely pathetic from Corey Sandhagen, because he also said he was offered Davison Figueiredo. He was offered Davison Figueiredo. He said no, and he said, I will wait 9 months to fight Sean O'Malley, to put on a fight that the fans like. You're just going to make it boring. What are you talking? You're either going to get knocked out, or you're going to land one spinning wheel kick and just grapple grape him, clinch him up, lay on top of him, lay and pray him, or just stand at range like you did with Umar Nurmagomedov, who fucking sucks. Corey Sandhagen is not even close to the fighter he was pre-Petr Yan. Okay, he's not even close. He's a completely different fighter, and people have this. People have selective memory. I swear to God, MMA fans have the most retarded selective memory. They will see Corey Sandhagen had like 3 cool KOs in his entire fucking UFC career, and now 5 fights down the line, stinker with Rob Font, stinker with Chito Vera. Kind of, it wasn't the most entertaining fight. Stinker with Umar Nurmagomedov. He's not entertaining anymore. He's not even close to the same fighter. Right, and just one other topic I wanted to bring up here was all the Guru stands, all the Guru, crusty MAGA incel Guru stands. If you don't know, if you're not watching the channel, my most recent video was exposing MMA Guru's bias while trying to make the cooking of the generation a direct quote from him. Holy shit. The cooking of the generation of Nina Drum. I completely exposed him. The video got absolutely disliked, bombed. It got over 100 dislikes. I think it has like a 30% like ratio. Hey, keep disliking it and keep sending hate comments. The video's at over 2,000 views now. It's at 2,000 views now. Keep disliking it. Keep sending hate comments. And I do want to say I appreciate all the loyal Eagle MMA viewers that are ride or dying with me in the fucking comments. Just absolutely destroying all these nerdy incel MAGA losers. Alright, but that's going to be it for this video, guys. Just a little bit of Eager news. I was going to put this out yesterday, but my fucking internet was shit. I don't know what happened. Something's been wrong with California recently. I heard Spectrum was like completely out for like a day or something, like a couple days ago or something. So something's up with the internet in California right now, but hey, still able to get this shit up. Just wasn't able to make a recap of Royval versus Taira, but Royval absolutely raw dogged Taira, and that's really that's the only thing that happened in the entire card. But thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Buy my memberships. $5 Blothers tier. You get live streams, you get videos, you get perks, you get so much more. Like, comment. Thank you all for watching. Eagle MMA out.
Hey. Young Lean? Are you Young Lean?
What?
Are you Young Lean?
No, I'm Barry Dillon.